but there is news regarding Jason Witten. He's going to return to the Dallas Cowboys. What is your reaction to that, and is that a good thing for them?
You know, it was interesting. It caught me off guard when I first saw it, but it makes sense, you know, from the standpoint where the Cowboys, you've got Amari Cooper who can stretch the field on the outside, so it's going to create some space in the middle of the field. Now, Witten at this age is not somebody that's going to win a lot one-on-one. He's not going to be a man beater, but he's somebody that if you give him some space, he's got a great feel, great instincts. He's going to find that spot. He's going to post up, and he's going to give his quarterback a nice, easy completion anytime he wants it. Now, he's going to catch and fall down. He ain't running away from anybody or running over anybody, but he's going to give you those 8-10 yards, you know, throughout the game, and can be a value to you in the run game a little bit as a run blocker. Now, why Witten decided to do it, you know, look, that'd be frustrating with all the grief he was catching for the broadcasting stuff, and maybe just says, you know, I still got a little bit left. Why am I putting up with all that? Let's just go play ball.
That's how I see it. That makes sense to me. Daniel Jeremiah joining us. He's at the Combine right now. All right, so if we go to Kyler Murray, when you and I talked earlier in the offseason, you said you had a couple of concerns. His commitment to football and his bulk. Knowing that, what's your reaction to his measurements today?
I am on the train. The seatbelt is buckled, and it's left the station. I'm in.
I got you.
So those concerns that I had, you just mentioned them perfectly, Jim. He's done a great job of handling those. And when you watch the tape, you watch tape. Some guys do it, Jim. They'll have two different pens. You got a red pen and a black pen, right? So for anything bad you see, you use the red pen. Anything good, you see the black pen. If you did that when you watch Kyler Murray, Jim, there's not a lot of red on the paper, man. He's explosive. He makes a ton of plays. He can make every throw, and he's ultra athletic. So you're just hung up on size. If that's your thing, if you're just hung up on that, I think you're making a mistake.
Murray does not have that classic NFL size. Dwayne Haskins fits that mold a little bit more, but you've got Murray above Haskins on your board at this point. Lay that out. How come?
Yeah, it's pretty simple for me, Jim. I like Haskins. He's a good player. He is a pure pocket passer, can make every throw. The issue is just when he's got to move around a little bit. The best way I can explain it is if you wanted to go buy a lottery ticket, it's much better to buy two lottery tickets than one, right? So with Haskins, when the play is called, he's got a chance to execute that play. You've got a chance to win with the play that's called. With Kyler Murray, you've got a chance to win with the play that's called. And you've also got a chance to win if something breaks down because he can make that second play. He can make you smart on the sideline with his ability to get himself out of trouble. So to me, that was the deciding factor of why I ended up with Murray over Haskins.
All right, so then again, you've got that big conversation right now. Arizona's sitting there on number one, and they took Josh Rosen last year. I mean, it would seem pretty obvious, Daniel, that no front office would want to trade up to get a quarterback in the first round and then come right back again the next year and take a quarterback again, especially when you're still not really sure what you have in the first guy you took after everything that happened in Arizona last season. All of that said, if you bring in a new head coach and you know that new head coach loves Kyler Murray, is there any part of you that says, man, we're all in, screw it, let's just do this thing?
I mean, you talk about how unique it would be to punt on a quarterback you took in the top 10 less than a calendar year later. That's not the most shocking thing. You hired a head coach who just got fired from Texas Tech as your head coach in the NFL. That's more of a brazen move. So if you've kind of gone bold, you might as well go all the way bold. And when I saw those comments, Jim, I'd love to get your thoughts on this. But when I saw Steve Keim say that Josh Rosen is our quarterback for now, one of two things happened. You went to Josh Rosen and you said, hey, dude, earmuffs for the next couple months. We're going to try and throw a bunch of stuff out there and drum up interest in this pick so we can trade. Or Kyler Murray's your quarterback going forward because you don't take a quarterback that young coming off a very average to below average year and mess with his psyche and his confidence by not fully committing to him publicly. That makes absolutely no sense to me.